Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Dimitri back again. In this video, we're gonna check out a person who lives in New York, made $2 million in scholarships, and now she's very financially frugal and doing some good stuff. So let's get into it and see what's going on in her life and see what habits she has so that we can learn and understand and be more fruitful in life as well. So let's get into it.
I'm Gabriella Carter, a 22-year-old recent graduate from Princeton University who earned over $2 million in scholarships. I recently moved to New York City, where I made $133,000 last year. I think I did always want to go to college, even though I didn't necessarily know what that process looked like at all, because I'm the first person in my family to go to college. So I spent a lot of time on YouTube and Google just figuring out ways to help me pay for college, and that's how I stumbled upon scholarships. In the beginning, I didn't have as much success as I would like, and rejection is not the easiest pill to swallow. I remember getting rejected to 30 different opportunities back to back, and it was demoralizing. But right when I was about to give up, I won a $20,000 scholarship from the Coca-Cola Foundation. So once I got that win, it really upped my confidence again. And because I had applied to so many scholarships before, even though I got rejected, my skills were getting better at writing and articulating my story. So the more scholarships I applied to, the better applications I was able to submit and ultimately have more success down the line. Fortunately, I did not have to stress about money while I was in school. I keep me a few jobs all the time. So I definitely had like 3 different jobs on campus. But on top of that, I received a lot of money in scholarship disbursements, which is basically like when you get a refund check that can go into your bank account. So by the time I had graduated, I was able to save over 6 figures in my bank account, which really gave me a lot of good cushioning to prepare for adulthood. My main goals with the money that I'm saving and investing are definitely to acquire property as soon as possible. I feel like that's a really great way to diversify the assets that I have and income generating opportunities. And then outside of that, I just want to give myself a good head start in cushioning to be able to do what I want. Like if I want to go travel, I don't want to have to be worried about that. Or if I wanted to start a different business venture, I feel like money opens up a lot of doors to be able to explore your dreams and have really unique experiences. So that's what pushes me to save and invest as much as possible.
All right, so far, guys, so good. Let's see what's her budget going on at first, and then after that, we will check out her mistakes and not mistakes, but more or less what's going on there. So, then in mind, we got savings investments 8,300. This is good. Fantastic breakdown. Very good. I mean, okay. I mean, let's do one at a time. So budget. Well, her budget is pretty good. I like the investment part. It's very good that she saves so much cash. We'll get into it. For the housing utilities, that's pretty good. Concerning like New York City, it depends how much she makes, how much she does stuff, and all that during. But other than that, housing utilities is pretty good. Transportation, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Well, Lyft, subway, well, yeah. Well, if you go around in the whatchamacallit, yeah, these two are combined. Yeah, I can see that. Subway is pretty expensive sometimes, and Lyft is also, well, Lyft is really expensive. Well, across the town, I think it's like $5 for a ride or something like that. But I don't know if you can do anything with it, honestly. But yeah, other than that, that's transportation. Yeah, pretty conservative. Discretionary. Laundry, concert tickets, and clothes. Yeah. Food. Yeah. Really? I mean, yeah, it's pretty conservative breakdown for me as far as I look into it. There are a few things, but they're like a couple bucks here and there. Nothing really crazy on this side. Savings, investments, really big. I like that she's doing that. However, well, it depends what she's doing really. She can maximize that as well. I don't know what she's doing is like specifically like for 1K or anything like that. She might mention it later. Other than that, with the environment that we have, well, with the interest rates and not interest rate, but inflation and everything like that going on, which is crazy. On like 2023 today, so this is the so she saves, that's good, but she also can lose money unless she actually utilizes the money. So that's my point. So, but other than that, that's pretty good. So that's one. Two, so far we learned is that she is doing 2 million. She got 2 million because of the scholarships, right? So it's not really like the job or business. So it's obviously there is a grinding. She was going after basically a scholarship all the way through, through the scholarships. That's the money. That's good. So this is the results therein. However, I see it as it's not a business. I see it as help from the government, from the organization. So which is good. However, yes, depends how much she makes money. So she basically got through the college for free, which is awesome. That's another good point. So she doesn't have really so much debt in that sense. So she got scholarship going on. 35 scholarships worth of like 2 million. So she's good. She's in good position to make good investments and things like that. So she's going with like debt free that she mentions there. So that's another key plus. So she's financially has a good financial hygiene in that sense, and very nice way of just spending money and stuff like that. However, she's very conservative there. So with that in mind, she's doing business. Well, she's doing side hustles, more like not full-blown business. But as she's going through college and things like that, so it's all right and everything like that. So she's on a good path. Let's put it that way. So with that in mind, so far so good. Let's see what's cooking next in the second part of the story. So let's continue.
I definitely do plan to retire early. And when I say that I want to retire early, that doesn't mean that I don't plan to do work. I just don't want to have to be working to make a living. And I want my work to be more related to my passions. My first job out of college was working as a global marketing analyst. I felt comfortable enough to quit my 9-to-5 job once I was on a trajectory to earn more money than I had the previous year. When I was at my corporate job, I was making $90,000 a year and working 50 hours a week. But now through my business, I'm on track to make $200K this year, and I typically work between 30 to 40 hours a week.
If you need help with your scholarship essays, keep watching this video because I'm about to show you how you can see actual essays that won thousands of dollars.
Quitting my job was liberating, but very scary as well, especially since I'm pretty young and very early in my corporate career. If I had graduated with student loan debt, I think it would have been harder to leave my corporate job because at the end of the day, debt doesn't have to deter you from making the decisions that are best for you in your life, but it definitely can make some decisions like that harder.
Wow, guys, that's fantastic. Now that we reached half of another video, that's opened a lot of understanding of what's going on with her actually like financial life, what's going on, because it was like first half of the video I was getting understanding that hey, I made money and so I'm just side hustling. So but other than that, so she was working on the corporate job, which is awesome. So she talked about that, and so then she started to do business. So she was getting into the side hustle, the actual side hustle, like not side hustle, it's grown in a full-blown business, and while she was transitioning. So another key point is that don't quit your day job if you like shooting for the stars and you should want to be your own boss. Don't quit your regular job. Go through the process where you feel comfortable enough that she said, hey, I feel comfortable enough, to break the cycle or whatever. So, and then jump into that as my time management kind of comes through. So, and all of that. So this is great. I like this story so far. So she worked in a corporate job, so she knows the drill. Marketing, which is awesome. So that was really helpful for her as well. Like she got some real nice um, experience there. And yeah, as she went public, she went to the social media, and like and subscribe down below, by the way. So as she went to the social media, and then she actually experienced the growth and potential and things like that. So, and she actually got her that experience that she got in this house, like in her story for getting the scholarship. She got into the position where she wants to like help people and things like that, how to get it, what to get, how to get it, how to get more scholarships, which is a lot of value there, and I like that. So this is awesome. So you know, first half of the video I actually got understanding, like, you know what, so she got all this money, man. Great. So there was a persistence there and everything like that, but then like, oh, okay, so what's she going to do with the money? However, if we watch the full story about this, so that's where she got the understanding of, oh, okay, you know what, so yeah, we got also understanding that, hey, she's working through the process, and then she actually luxury or transition that knowledge into the business and getting this to value to the customers and friends and families as well. So, which is awesome. Like this, fantastic. So very good transition, very good money management, very good. Looking forward to, because like she also mentioned she's saving bunch of money in her budget right here. So she didn't say well, actually, she did say there was like a couple mentioned that she does a brokerage account, or she puts money into a brokerage account and investments. Yeah, that's good. I mean, hey, you know, it's a very traditional, very conservative way to go. I don't know how like she invested in that, but maybe some mutual funds get there going on and things like that. But it's good that she puts the money in there. I don't know if she might do something like more lesser term, you know, to park the money there, at least like temporarily, till she wants to get like houses and stuff like that she mentioned somewhere in the video. I believe I remember hearing that she wants to get into real estate, so which is another good part, so another plus there. So overall, yeah, let's rock and roll and wrap it up and see what we've learned. Man, that is a lot of information, man. Ooh-wee. All right, folks, this is it. Man, that was a lot of good information for this person and what she was doing through her life and then experience, and then just juggling all this and then just continuing into the transitioning all this into the business. Man, that's fantastic. So good breakdown for the budget. This is awesome in terms of how she manages money. She's very, very, very tight on her, like, you know, expenses and things like that, what she needs to do. So from financial perspective, from financial management, that's really nice and tight, which is awesome. No, you know, there is a wiggle room. Obviously, that she got like, you know, the $8,300, I believe, a month. Yeah, so for the investments, which is awesome, man. I mean, that's pretty good for 2 years. So anyway. But the money that she saves is fantastic, and it's good, and it goes into the bucket where she continues to invest into real estate and get into that. So that's one part, which is second part, gives me a second part, that she invests in the money, and she invests not in the money, but she invests into her future, and she basically does the snowball effect from this point on right now and goes forward to the future, and then makes her successful business venture. So another part that she is doing though, so she got through the college, and then she realized, you know what, I got this value of, you know, a lot of good scholarships, you know, how to do them, how to process them. And actually, now that I think about it, she might be actually doing some, you know, private coaching, things like that. So she basically transitioned all this and like experience into her business now, and she's got some marketing experience through her job. So now she is doing a fantastic deal in her business right now. So she basically got a job and doing her own stuff, so which is awesome. So she has her own business now. She has her own business. She got a good breakdown. She got processed all that. So she got a lot of good information. She invested a lot, and she's doing a lot of good stuff. So yeah, man, I mean, 100%. I mean, this is awesome. So A+, I love this story. So we learned a lot of it. So from that you know, all this combination is just like building blocks. Like, hey, she did that, she did this, she did that, and then just she built this whole business venture right now that she's going through. Obviously challenges, and she actually, hey, mentioned some interesting things like, hey, not able get paid on time or from customers just for whatever reason, you know, things like that. So unfortunately some things like that happen. So if you planning to go into business, keep that in mind. And you know, I heard interesting stories throughout the years, and especially in real estate, for example, some people go few months without getting or seeing or even hearing about the rent, which is for me is a little bit odd, because like that is the real like 100% like livelihood, you know, like not livelihood, but the prosperity of the business itself as a real estate leasing and renting out places and things like that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much me. So thank you guys for watching. I love this video. So, and my reaction is A+ for this video because there was so much frugal stuff and money management there, and she actually make that happen and make that possible. So thank you guys for watching once again. And yeah, so the good money management, that basically the lesson, I guess, is the good money management really brought her into a place where she actually, you know, can, like, she's prospering, things like that. So as like this, like, you know, whatever, so we analyzed this like 9-minute, 10-minute video, but that 10-minute video took her multiple years to get it, to grow it, to analyze it, to cultivate it inside her. You know, that understanding, that seed of information is just like took a blown up and, you know, flourished, and then it took for multiple years to do that. So, you know, everybody, like, you know, things people are saying and learning and getting and giving and stuff like that. So it takes time to process, to analyze and things like that. So even though it's a quick story, it's a quick lesson, however, that lesson takes a little bit of time to process. So, and that's basically what we have seen is just the results of that grinding, of that going through, of that money management, day in, day out, things like that. So that's the story right there. Not like, you know, this is the result. We watched is just a result right now, but the story has been like, you know, 5 or 10 years. I don't even know, man. But it's fantastic. Yeah, somewhat like 5 years ish, something like that. So yeah, man, that's a fantastic story, and I hopeful that she going forward, and she looks like she's going forward with that. So thank you guys for watching once again. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like or subscribe down below, right here somewhere. And yeah, thank you guys for watching again. My name is Dmitry, and we're doing a lot of good videos like this, so throughout the weeks. So thank you guys for watching. I'm out, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.